GETTY Manchester United boss Jose Mourinho said Man City lackluster. Manchester United boss Mourinho claimed his players would not have celebrated in the same fashion as City if they had won on Sunday. Mourinho attempted to switch the focus onto United's home match against Bournemouth tonight, as his side looked to put the 21 defeat to City behind them. But he could not resist laying the blame for the bust-up firmly at City's dressing room door and dismissed Guardiola's claim his players did not go over the top. Mourinho said, He says, I'm not here to comment on his words. The only thing I can say is that for me it was just a question of diversity. Diversity in behaviors, diversity in education, just that and nothing more than that. Asked to explain what he meant by diversity, he replied, the diversity of behavior, of opinion, of education. Manchester United take on Bournemouth tomorrow evening, but who will start? Manchester United FC. Manchester United odds 14 to win, 51 to draw, 111 to lose. He says, I'm not here to comment on his words. Manchester United boss Jose Mourinho. The Portuguese clearly does not agree that City were disrespectful in the way they celebrated a victory which could go a long way to seeing them crowned champions. But Mourinho has a history of passionate celebrations himself, such as running down the touchline at Old Trafford to celebrate after his Porto side knocked United out of the Champions League in 2004. He also ran onto the Nou Camp pitch with his arm raised in the air when his Inter Milan team defeated Guardiola's Barcelona in a 2010 Champions League semi-final. But the Manchester United boss insists that his current side are much more restrained and pointed to the way they greeted winning at Arsenal 11 days ago. He said, what we did in the Arsenal stadium, you know. It was completely diverse. What we did, what happened after that match, the way we behaved as winners. Asked about reports that United striker Romelu Lukaku had thrown a bottle which left City coach Mikel Arteta with a cut above his eye, Mourinho replied, accuse, prove, show evidence and punish him. Both clubs have subsequently insisted that Arteta's injury resulted from him banging his head. Mourinho said that he was certain that his players had not misbehaved in the corridor outside City's dressing room, adding, I know. I'm not confident. I know. And when BBC reporter Dan Roan asked if he feared FA punishment over the brawl, the United boss snapped back, I think you work for another club and not for the press. Mourinho brought his press conference to a premature end and then accused the media of not showing Bournemouth any respect by not asking any questions about them ahead of tonight's match at Old Trafford. He said, Bye. You don't like Bournemouth, hey? You don't respect them. You don't think they are a team capable of coming to Old Trafford and doing well. No respect for Ed Howe. No respect for the players. The FA has given both clubs until 6 p.m. today to offer their accounts as to what happened in the corridor outside the dressing rooms and will then decide whether to act. Defender Marcos Rojo is a doubt for tonight's game after suffering a cut to his head during the match against City. Related articles.